Welcome back. And sorry, the last couple days the audio was bad. I was sick, but I'm not sick anymore, so it should be better. Okay, so last time we played, we talked to the lady. What's her name? Matavani, the medium lady, and she told us that the dude standing directly to the right was the actual guy we had to talk to, and then they ran away to the drawing room. So that means... Oh, there's people in the hedge maze. I want to talk to those people, and I wonder if they're doing cool stuff. Okay, I'll go to the lecture first, because I'm worried about missing it, as I already missed the first lecture. But if I have time, I'm gonna come back. Let's see where I am. Also, what is that? Office. Oh, he's in his office. I'm way up here, so I need to go all the way to the end of this hallway and turn right. Right here. Then I need to head straight across. Anybody in here? Oh, there's the maid lady. I don't really have anything for you. But now I can go into the drawing room where the lecture's occurring.
Well, this is more of a turnout than I was expecting.
I've never met this woman before, so I don't know what her deal is.
To those of you I haven't met, I'm Fia Callahan, and I'm here to talk to you all about the other crowd.
It was kind of convenient. I literally just said I've never met her, and then she introduced her name. Well, I'm gonna stay and listen.
Thank you all for coming. I hear a lot of you have come from far afield. So it seems only right that you should get to know this place, our home, a little better. We share this land with the other crowd, the Aishi, or people of the Mound. You'll have heard them called many things, no doubt. The good people, the weak folk, the fair folk. Some of you will know them by the F word, but we won't be saying that here.
F slur? I thought it was about the name like Fairy or the Fae. I'm sorry if that's a magical slur.
And what are they? Sure, I can't tell you what nobody knows. The church would tie themselves in knots, trying to bend the truths of the world to fit their narrative. They want you to believe, first of all, that the other crowd don't exist. Then, secondly, once you know they are real, the church wants you to think of them as angels. Ones that never took a side in the battle of heaven.
Uh-oh. Don't say angels. We know one guy who gets a little something about angels, you know.
Cast down to earth, and not hell, for they're sitting on the fence. Now, I've never heard anything of this ilk from any reliable source, only holy salesmen. Other people confuse them for types of ghosts. And given how similar the Banshee and Fargurtha are to ghosts, I can forgive that. But they are more than that. Some would say they are the land incarnate. Really, it's best to think of them as forces of nature. They are no more good or evil than a storm. But you'd also want to stay out of the path of a bad storm. All that said, it's easier to avoid a storm. There are signs and you get warning. Not so with the other folk. Best you can do is be polite and leave your offerings. And to avoid them altogether, best not to meddle in anything that might catch their eye. That's the main reason we don't call them by their name. Or, you know, do strange magic on their doorstep.
Is that shade being thrown, do you think? calling other people what they're doing strange magic. I don't know.
And these fairy...
Uh-oh, almost said the word.
Please, sir, don't call them that. I've given you many's an alternative that won't draw their eye to this place, which you don't want. Trust me there.
My apologies, madam. These other folk, they differ from the winged fairies of children's stories, right?
As much as you and I differ from a wild animal. Yes. All of Europe, probably further, has their own form of the good folk. Primordial forces of nature, all. As unknowable to us as a storm or wave. As I said, Catholic monks came and tainted history. Tried to write them out of existence, and when that failed, they tried to write the fear out of them.
Write the fear out of them. What does this mean?
Writing them as friendly winged sprites. Friendly to children and all that. Stories are powerful ways to change a land and its power. It's why the church always folded in the rituals and beliefs of a place they came to. Like in our case, how Ostara became Easter, Yule became Christmas, and Samhain became All Souls' Day, when the blessing of the graves gets done. Ah, look, I've lost my train of thought with all your questions. Where was I? What else? Oh, yes, speaking of Samhain, masks.
I just want to point out a cool detail is the clock in the background is actually ticking, like, or moving with time. As you can see, it is currently like 3:25, so like we're almost done with the end of the lecture.
You all have costumes for the ball this evening, yes?
Ah, it is all good fancy. My outfit will amaze.
Well, yes, but also no. Samhain is when the dead walk among us. You know this. Sure you're here for that, right? Well, when they leave, they don't always leave empty-handed. Some want to drag the living with them, jealous as they are. That's why we dress up as ghoulish figures, so they can't tell the difference between us and them and will leave us be. I can see some of your faces. Superstitious old bat, you're thinking. Maybe. It's certainly been said before. But just this 1 year, when you're pushing the barriers to their limits, you might do well to keep a superstition or two in your back pocket. Right, no more questions. I'm tired of trying to talk sense into you lot. Listen or don't, it's no skin off my nose.
End of lecture. And everybody's here, so I can meet people I've never met before. That's pretty exciting. Fix my chair. Okay. I get to talk to the doctor, which is kind of a big deal. Because of Miss Montavani's illness, right? And this is the doctor. Oh, he's a Jesus doctor. A cross from the Celtic style, a sign of his faith mingled with one of his heritage. And his hands are red raw with a subtle but unmistakable smell of a modern doctor's office. Modern being 1897.
Oh, a new face. You're a little late, but you haven't missed the main event at least. Who might you be?
My name is Declan Ward. Pleased to meet you, Mr...
Doctor, as it happens. Dr. Rory Callahan. Very pleased to meet you too. And yes, before you ask, I am related to Thea Callahan. Her nephew and apprentice.
Oh, the lady who just talked.
But I've taken what she's taught me and improved it through the application of science. And this weekend, I will prove the value of my approach, once and for all.
Okay, I need to talk to you about Miss Matavani's health. Haven't you noticed, too, that Miss Matavani seems unwell? You must know I can't discuss my patient's private medical information with just anyone. I keep their files well protected, so I don't get any ideas. I won't be a source of gossip about the woman. So he won't tell me. Well, naturally, tell me about your times table so I can tell where you are. What are your plans for this Saturday, Doctor? I'm glad you asked, Mr. Ward. Perhaps I can rope you into joining the talks. I'm attending all of them, you know. There's 1 at 11, 3, and 5 today. I actually plan to spend much of the day in the drawing room. Well, no wonder I haven't seen this guy. Oh, and my Aunt Faye is doing the 1 at 3. You should attend. Ah, and I have lunch plans with her at 1. Otherwise, I think I'll be in the bar all evening. I need to get myself ready for the ball, so to speak. As for tomorrow, well, I plan to get some fresh air in my lungs. I hope to get plenty of pictures in the stables. The horses certainly have a fondness for staring at empty space. I have to wonder if my spirit camera might capture things my eyes will not. And then there's Mr. Coventry's talk at 5. And before that, of course, mine. The drawing room at 3, Mr. Ward. If you wish to attend. And it's back to the bar for a few hours to kill some time until the main event. Okay. Have you noticed anything weird happening? Have you had anything unexplainable happen to you while you were staying here? Calling anything unexplainable might be a point of contention, but I won't pretend nothing comes to mind when you ask. Unless someone is putting them there, which would be unsettling, I keep finding the bones of small animals under the rug in my room. Not many, but more than I can comfortably account for. I wonder if I'm supposed to be, like, following those leads. Okay, I'm gonna now talk. You won't tell me about Miss Matavani's condition. Maybe lucid dreaming? What can you tell me about lucid dreaming, Doctor? Funny you should say. I have a plan to try it here. I thought maybe it would help me understand these strange dreams. I have a record in my room that I borrowed from the drawing room towards the end. From the drawing room towards that end. But I keep forgetting to ask the staff to bring a gramophone up to my room. They had a second suitable record there, I noticed. Should you wish to try it yourself? Oh, and you should use an anchor. Something to focus on to ensure your dream is what you want it to be. A picture of a person, if you want to summon your mental image of them into the dream, or a scent. Or, well, there are a number of things you could use. Even a book on a topic that could work. Maybe Miss Dean's journal would work. That is what started me on this course after all. Then I'm going to ask about Miss Dean herself. Have you met Miss Dean? I know her, yes. She's a gifted practitioner by all accounts, but she is a bit full of herself, don't you think? I think she could stand to be taken down a peg or two. What does that mean? I could ask this medical certificate, but I kind of already know what it means. So I don't really need to. I'll ask the Séance aftermath, because it's only discussable with these 2 people. Your aunt thinks the Séance could be dangerous. She doesn't think that, Mr. Ward. She knows it. They intend to unravel the order of the universe. Now, I am all for progress myself, but there is no scientific method, no rigorous testing, just some good intentions and a lot of people to be caught in the crossfire if things go wrong. Okay, here.
I have to be on my way.
Be well, Mr. Ward.
Bye.
I should close the mystery of who fought with Miss Dean. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
I don't have all of the information. I go to the fight. Well, I already know who did this. It's this guy. This is this guy. He's the cigar guy. So that's true. I knew it was one of these 4 guys. And this is the cigar guy, so it probably wasn't him. If he's in this room, I should ask him about the burned... He's not in this room. But I could ask him about the burned... Mr. Touchon. Chair, because maybe he's like, yeah, like 8 p.m. Like the time. I want to talk to this lady first. Unusual hair color. A stark streak of white runs through her otherwise red hair. Celtic cross necklace. A Celtic cross, similar to many worn by Catholics in the country. Patched up clothing. Her clothes have seen many repairs. Folk jewelry. She has a tan on her skin as if she spent some time working outside.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
We have not. I'm Declan Ward. I arrived just yesterday, from Dublin. And yourself, ma'am?
Fia Callahan. No need for the formalities. I arrived at the hotel just a few days ago, but I've lived in the area all my life.
Ah, a local. A good person for a stranger to become acquainted to.
Oh, I'm not just local. I'm the local Bandri, Declan. A wise woman. I've come to minimize the damage of this damnable séance.
Tell me about the Séance aftermath. Why do you think the Séance is so dangerous? Declan, are you a holy man? I am. Then you'd be of mind that how all this works is God's will, God's design, yes? I suppose that would be fair. Whatever system you live by has starts and ends. To pull that apart with no plan to patch it up, mind, is to open a door that was never meant to be opened. It's what the Greeks called a Pandora's box. Is it? Are you sure about that? Alright, let's talk about Fae from the Fae person himself. What can you tell me about the Fae, even though you just had a long half-an-hour talk about it? The other folk, you mean. I'd be careful, especially here, now. As we're near Shaim, the veil gets thinner and thinner. It's not only ghosts that draw near. Alright.
I'll let you go.
You take care now, Declan. And don't forget to get a bite to eat into you. It's going to be a long day.
Actually, I need to talk about her times table.
Ah, Declan. Aren't you fierce good coming back to see me?
Do you have any plans for the weekend? Well, I do think it's quite likely I'll be out in the maze for most of it. I'm tending to the old well, you see, and it needs a great deal more care than it likes to let on. Between all that, my dear nephew and I have lunch plans at 1. I want to run through my talk with him, which, incidentally, is in the drawing room at 3. After that, it's dinner at 7, and then feet up for the night. As for tomorrow, it seems like I'll be in the maze most of the day again. Declan, I've offered a few scrying sessions at the old well. Otherwise, I still have lunch at 1, and I'm seeing the drawing room talks at 3 and 5. Then, of course, it's time to face what damnable seance and see what's to come of it. Alright, that's all I need.
I'll let you go.
You take care now, Declan. And don't forget to get a bite.
That's gonna be a long day. Okay, I'm gonna talk to this guy about the ghost, because I'm going out there.
Hello again, my friend.
What's up, dude? Tell me about this ghost. I came across a ghost, Mr. Dupree. One I suspect you have ties to. Don't think I follow, Mr. Ward. At the fire pit? No, you must be mistaken. Please, Mr. Ward, may we speak of something else? Why? Alright, I'm gonna ask about Miss Matavani's health, and then I'm going to leave. But also this, because I believe this was on Miss Matavani's box. So actually, I have 2 things I'm gonna ask about. 3 things. Oh, Christ. Let's ask about a tattoo. That's an unusual tattoo, if I might ask about it. Oh, this? It's Ma'am Brigette's Vive, her mark. Consider it a devotional symbol. I'm an Ugin of hers, a priest as such. She's our Lao of life and death, I suppose. Your analogy to a Lao would be a saint. She is born of your pagan goddess Brigid. Her beliefs took her with them when they fled to America. I guess the journey changed her, for want of a better way to explain it. That's not a lot of useful info for me. Alright, I do have to ask about Miss... God. Jeez. I gotta ask about this guy, and then I gotta talk to those other dudes. Miss Matavani seems unwell. Indeed, someone who works so regularly with such forces takes a risk. The way she speaks of it, and writes of it, it's clearly taken a toll. We have made some arrangements, her and I, just in case. I'm hoping it won't come to that. What's the arrangements, dude? Alright, times table. Any plans for the weekend, Mr. Dupree? Plenty, Mr. Ward, though I have an especially busy day tomorrow, so I think I'll take today a little easier. Well, first of all, how could I resist a talk from our resident mystic, Miss Matavani? I will be in attendance at 5 p.m. Before then, I'll walk in the hedge maze before attending Miss Callaghan's talk at 3. I don't want to wear myself out before the ball, so I won't do much more than that today. Then tomorrow, there's lunch in the dining room at 1, and I think I'll take a late nap at 5. I suspect it will be a long evening. I also have a scrying session with Miss Callaghan at 11, and I'm attending her nephew's talk at 3. I'll certainly join the silent dinner at 8. I'm hoping a certain spirit might attend. And then we reach the big moment, the grand seance. I assume we will see you there? Okay, that's the times table.
Not at all, Mr. Ward. But I won't keep you.
I simply must go talk to other people. Even though that French guy, I would like to ask him about his timetable, so I know where he is, but... Alright. And look, now I know where everybody's gonna be, so I'm gonna talk to him. Okay. So I want to go backwards. Up here. I don't like that they just look at me, but I understand that that's just kind of how the game works. That lady did say the first floor water closet. Remember that? The toilet. That's a water closet. A wash closet. That's different. Let me go in here. If it'll let me. It won't let me. Okay, then I won't worry about it. I do think that half-hour talk about the Fae was not entirely worth it, which is disappointing. So nobody's out here, allegedly. But thank goodness for the frickin' map this time, am I right? The druid guy is up here.
What's this now? What Egypt carved this rubbish? He'd have to work hard to make a more wrong-looking rock. Some posh folly, this.
Does not approve of rock. I kind of want to ask him about the
And you're back. What can I do you for?
the... He's not gonna tell me anything, huh? Well, you're not very helpful. Came out of here for nothing. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna ask him about his timetable. Any plans for the weekend, Mr. O'Finn? I'm told there's a big party for later. I'll go to that, I guess. Fancy dress? I reckon that means they'll dress like me, and I dress like them, no? I'm told there's a proper history, good history in the gardens, so I'll go there while it's bright, then head off to the bar when it's dark. Whoops. I'll wander the hedge mage after lunchtime, I think, then go get a gator at the bar before the dinner bell. I'm not sure what else there is to do. I'm told there are talks, but talking to me is a two-way thing. Not sitting down so somebody can tell you about their hobbies. And for Sunday? Who knows? Tomorrow's too far away to be thinking about that today. There's the seance anyway. Could spend some time getting on... What's her name? Bia's nerves, though. That's always fun. She said she'd be doing some work with the well after lunch. Might stick my face in it, see how she's getting on.
No, I should...
Only do something if you want. Not because you should.
Amen to that, brother. Alright, let's go look at the priest, because he's probably up there with some weird stuff. Doody-doo-dee-doo-doo-dee. folks to Lady's grave. It would make sense why you are here.
Yes, my child. You talk like this.
And he doesn't really want to tell me stuff, you know?
I'll take my leave, Father.
Go with God, my child.
You go with God. I want to go with God. Okay. I guess I should ask him about the bridge game. No, because he wasn't here, so it doesn't matter. So I should probably narrow this down. So let's go talk to those dudes. The boys. Here's the well they were talking about, by the way. With that lock on it. It's the whole thing. Now I'm gonna go find that ghost. Well, nope. This way. There she is. Please, Lord, don't let this be Evelyn.
Can you tell me your name?
Nothing, of course. There must be some means I can use to communicate with her. Okay. Not empty. Let's maybe focus on the fight, because the game straight up told me to do that. The game is like, hey, focus on the fight. So I need to find those other dudes and be like, where were you during the bridge game? I can already tell that Mr. Cigar, the game is going to tell me that they were busy doing other stuff. But I should investigate just in case. And I know where they're all at, because I just saw them in there. Walking around. Okay, let's begin with this guy.
Hello again, my...
He, for some reason, won't tell me about. Let's talk about bridge game. Did you attend Tuesday's bridge game? Almost, but lovely Miss Matavani offered me a reading. How could I refuse? So I skipped the game. So I need to check that that's correct.
I've taken enough of your time.
Not at all, Mr. Ward. But I won't keep you.
Miss Matavani.
Signor Ward.
Can you confirm? That's not what I'm looking for. Can you confirm Mr. Dupree's statement? Mr. Dupree tells me you were kind enough to give him a reading on Tuesday. I do not know if it was a kindness, more an excuse to practice something familiar. But he is right. I read his cards for him. I hope the reading helps him find the spirit he is seeking. Okay, so it wasn't him.
That's all.
Of course. Take her.
Okay. So that leaves... It wasn't him. Bonk. So I need to ask the cane guy, Mr. Toussaint, and Mr. Monocle. Hello, Mr. Toussaint.
Ah, hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
Yes. I don't need to care about that. I don't care about that. I do kind of want to ask him about exorcism. I'm gonna do that. Have you learned so much about exorcisms in your work? I have, and they can be real, but, Mr. Ward, they are often not. Like any tool of the church, you must be very skeptical. Any undesired behavior can be deemed to be demonic possession, the discovery of unfavorable sciences, a willful woman, a child who struggles to conform. Even those of different sexual orientations are fair game for a fiery priest and his inhumane methods to chase the demon out. Like witch burnings before it, it's a form of punishment for being different. Be wary of it, Mr. Ward, and of those who use it. Alright. Can you tell me bridge game. You didn't happen to attend Tuesday's bridge game? I did not. I'm not really for one for socializing. Did you find anything more interesting to pass your time? Ah, you are probing. I have something you want. No? Information, perhaps. Ah, I suppose we are friends now that you have done me a favor, yes? The answer is a boring one. I sat the evening out. I found a pleasant nook in the northeast corridor and read. But you do not need to trust me, monsieur, though it is the truth. The cook, Mademoiselle Murphy, I had asked her to bring me a sandwich that evening. She can attest to my whereabouts. Okay.
That's all.
Take care, monsieur.
So he knows I'm a detective. And then Kane guy. Well, I already know it wasn't him. Because of the boot thing. Because his gait is different. But I'm going to ask him anyway. I also don't know if I've asked about his times table. I have not. Did you attend the bridge game the other night? The bridge game? That was Tuesday? I did not. No, I was elsewhere. In my room. Praying, I imagine. Yes, that would have been it. Alright, fucking sus as hell. I'm gonna ask about your times table. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Well, the bar only opens in the evening, so I suppose I need another ways to entertain myself until then. I do hear the housekeeper serves drinks on the patio. Perhaps I'll spend the morning there. When I get bored of that, oh, there's lunch at 1. Starving is less interesting than you'd think. And Miss Callaghan's talk at 3 seems livable, so I'll drop in on that. What else? Oh, yes, I've promised Mrs. Darcy a rematch of pool in the bar at 6. Now, she makes a dull game fun. I didn't know you could misfire a ball that badly, but she certainly managed it. Of course, I won't be missing the ball. Maybe a bit of real fun in this place for once. As for tomorrow, I should go to the mass at 12 and try to absolve myself of some of my sins. Not all of them, mind you. I don't want to be there all day. Actually, I might visit the graveyard after that. Come to think of it, isn't every graveyard visit a near-death experience? Yes? No? Oh, you could smile at least. I suppose I'll be in the bar in the evening, though I've already run 2 circles around the drinks menu. Then it's lunch at 1, dinner at 8. God, it really is all circles, isn't it? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, drink. Still, not long enough until the main event, eh? Even I should try to be sober for that. Okay. So I asked him what he was doing in the bridge game, and he literally was like, fucking nothing, don't worry about it. And I'm running out of time to ask him stuff. I guess I'll ask him about the cane, because maybe he'll be like, I was hurt. Your cane, I hope it's nothing too serious. Ah, I was showing off while horse riding. What was I going to do when the mare spooked? Scared the daylights out of everyone, but I came out of it all right. Aside from this, with luck, I'll be shot of it eventually. Okay, that was nothing.
I'll be off, Mr. O'Mara.
Don't let me keep you.
Okay, so I have a couple things I need to verify. I need to go talk to the cook. Because as of right now, the mystery is kind of tough. Because it's like, well, it was not this guy. He was in his room praying. It probably was not this guy because of the cigar, but I will ask him. It probably wasn't him because the cook is going to be like, hell yeah, brother, I brought him a Sammy. For all it's not asked for. Cook's right here, so I can ask.
Sir?
Don't be so annoying. Did you bring food to Mr. Toussaint in the northeast corridor on Tuesday night while the bridge game was played? I did, sir. I remember the time as I was bringing the young master his supper then. Because of that, it was half cold by the time I got to him. He didn't complain, bless him. I think he was happy he got to stay up a little later. Okay, so it wasn't him.
Oh, all right, sir.
So it wasn't him. So now I'm down to Cigar Man and I don't even know if I know where Cigar Man is. Why did he not tell me his times table? Didn't I just ask him? Or did I not ask him? Must have not asked him. Tell me where you're going. I must know. Oh, dude. Nice to meet you. Oh, your times table. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Other than the ball this evening, I hope to attend the talks. Talks? In the drawing room, one at 11, one at 3, and one more at 5 if you wish to join me. And tomorrow, let me see. I plan to attend the drawing room talks at 3 and 5. I've no interest in the silent dinner or the seance, so I'll need to corner the staff and make arrangements to eat beforehand. Okay, so now I know where you're
That's all.
Take care, monsieur.
So if I look, now if I have my times table, whom else? I'm missing Quinn's times table. And this lady's times table, but I don't like her anyway. Tried to ask this person, didn't ask him. Drawing room. He's just nowhere, apparently. He's probably just in his room, chilling. Maybe he's sweeping. Alright. So where to next? I gotta find Cigar Man, but he's probably sleeping. I guess I could run by his room and just, like, listen if he's in there. He is Mr. Scarrett. So why don't I just go into the atrium, listen to his door, and see if he is in there. I know he's in there. But let's also just kind of look at our evidence. Because there's a couple things. So this was correct. I could go back in and ask him about some of this stuff. Wrongs of a young woman. Why don't I ask the maid, or the cook, because she's right here.
Sir?
You know who this is? Was Miss Dean rather close with Mr. Dupree? Miss Dean? No, sir, I hardly think they talked. She spent more time with Mr. O'Mara, as far as I could tell. Oh, and poor old well, she could really run circles around Mr. O'Mara anyway. Who's poor old S? Huh? Tell me about the cigar burn on the chair. I've noticed there are burns on the armchair in the library. How could? Sorry, sir, only upsets me to see people disrespect the library. So, I'm learning to read, and they just take it for granted. I'm sure Mrs. Joyce would know. She keeps the place, after all. That's true.
I'll leave you be.
Oh, all right, sir.
And I'm gonna just stop talking to you so I can just walk right over here before the time change.
Good day.
Hello, sir. Anything I can do for you?
It looks like one of the chairs in the library has a cigar burn. Good heavens, sir. When I tell you what I've done, that I've done my wrists in trying to sew up that hole, wasn't it proper? I'd wring that neck of Mr. Scarrett. Oh, I mean, that is to say, no, I'd do it. Those are good chairs, and they'll only end up in the master's house now. They'll only end up in the master's house now. Such a waste. You saw him then? No, I heard it Wednesday morning from Mr. Varney. One of the bridge players must have seen it and told him. It's annoying.
I'll be off, Mrs. Joyce.
God bless you, sir.
So now I have to talk to all the bridge players about who put the hole in the chair. Event bar opens. Okay. Eavesdropping. I can ask them about their times table.
Does all this not bore you?
Should it? It's fascinating, in a way. Lots of case studies.
Well, it's nothing like your usual sort of thing.
Oh, it's not all scientific, but... Look, you're talking to a woman with a shrine in her room. I'm not entirely clinical. Besides, look at you. Ivy, I said I would come with you. Do you expect me to regret it?
I suppose. I just thought, what with who things are?
You're always the first one to know when my tempers run short. Do you suppose I've managed to hide it from you, of all people? Besides, you know I would take any excuse to spend my time with you.
Oh, good grief. But you are always so sweet.
Charlie Brown-ass response.
Oh, don't look away like that. Everything will be all right.
No, I just... Maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe.
Are they gay? Because, like, I know my original idea was that they were gay, But then I second guessed it. Oh, there's more eavesdropping.
Oh, no, miss. I'm fine, thank you.
Please, Mrs. Joyce, I beg of you to listen.
She hates her ass.
Please now, Miss Mantovani. I said I'm fine.
But I do not need the cars to see how much you carry. You need rest.
I said I'll not hear it. I'd rather my joints suffer the cold than your corruption witch.
What is this corruption of yours? I simply see you need rest. Now, my room is big and grand. And a horror to clean, I am sure. You were there an hour on Friday. That is an hour best spent at rest. It is needed. And I am more than capable.
I? You mean to say that? Why would you? No one's ever. No. Idle hands make the devil's work. Now please, leave me be.
Whoa, dude. I'm gonna ask these people at their times table so I can keep track of them.
Hello, Mr. Ward. How are you?
Good. Tell me where you will be. I already did. What? Okay.
I'll let you be, miss.
Take care, Miss.
Hello?
Oh, I didn't ask this person. Do you know how you're going to spend today? I've convinced Ivy to spend some time in the library throughout the day. It's surprisingly expansive from what I've seen so far. And, as fair trade-off, she wishes to visit Lottie, one of the horses. And then, of course, the ball. That should prove interesting. Then, on Sunday, I will be attending the church service at 11 a.m., of course. After that, well, you'll think me quite the bookworm, Mr. Ward, but I'll be dragging Ivy to the library again. And before the séance, I will be attending the silent dinner at 8. Alright, so now I know where she's gonna be.
That's all, Mrs. Lau.
Farewell, Mr. Ward.
Actually, Mrs. Lau was at the frickin' bridge game. Tell me about the cigarette. Oh, I believe Mr. Scarrett is to blame. He dozed off while we were playing bridge last Tuesday. Okay, so he...
That's all, Mrs. Lau.
Farewell, Mr. Ward.
He couldn't have been the guy. It had to have been Mr. O'Mara. And it was a red herring. His leg thing was a red herring. Right? I'm gonna make a hypothesis, and the game will tell me if I'm right or not. Unless it won't let me make a hypothesis. It won't let me make a hypothesis. He almost was in his room praying. I like how it was like guest alibis. So I still need to check on that. Potential connection. Inconclusive connection. Verified false. What's next for me? I feel like there's something there with Mr. O'Mara. Everyone is accounted for. It must have been Mr. O'Mara who had been arguing with Miss Dean. I should find him. I have questions for the man. Okay, so the game just needed me to go. LOL, just kidding.
Signor Ward, we meet again.
I don't think I've straight up asked her, like, why are you sick? Are you feeling all right, Miss Mantovani? Oh, why do you... I'm all right. I'm fine. It's just a cough. Perhaps a cold from the weather. London is foggy, but here it is damp to the bone. All right, so that told me nothing. So she's sick. That's what the shakes are about. Please tell me your timetable. What are your plans for the weekend? Oh, but I plan to spend much of my weekend giving readings in the hedge maze, when I am free, of course. And of course, excuse me, I have my talk today at 5. After this, I am to meet Signora Callaghan for dinner at 7. I think she intends to, how you say, chew my ear off about this whole weekend. And there is this ball this evening. That will be quite the event, I'm sure. And tomorrow? Again, tomorrow I will spend some time giving readings in the maze, but mostly my energies will be focused on preparing for the silent dinner and the grand séance in the evening. Okay. You know, I'm gonna ask Fida about the washerwoman, because that feels very kind of fey. I'm also gonna ask about Evelyn, this person about Evelyn Dean. I don't suppose you met Miss Dean, have you? We have met, not here, before in London, many times. She flutters from person to person to suit her own agenda. I have seen the damage she has caused, so I stay away. She cannot poison the flower she cannot land on. What a move.
That's all.
Of course. Take her.
And you, girl, you sick as hell. You're gonna die. Alright, I want to talk to the guy with the cane. And he is currently probably in the bar, because that's where he said he was gonna be. But where is the bar? I feel like it's through here. Is it just like the other side of the drawing room? Ballroom. She's creepily staring out the window.
Good day.
Hello, sir. Anything I can do for you?
Yeah, have you felt about repenting and not killing? How's this chimney charm? I found this on the grounds. What do you make of it? Don't just wave it around, sir. It could be dangerous. Mr. Hunter's the man you want, always studying up on this sort of thing he is. Know thy enemy, that's what he says. Well, he wouldn't tell me, Tell me about your times table, because I haven't asked you yet, apparently. What does this weekend look like for you, Mrs. Joyce? Oh, well, I'll be cleaning around the atrium and bedroom corridors for most of the day. If I'm not there, I'm almost certainly be in the dining room. Lunch at 1 and dinner at 7. Don't you forget. And then, of course, at 8, I'll be preparing for that wretched masked ball in the ballroom. As for tomorrow, I've mass at the drawing room at noon, of course, and lunch at 1. Other than that, oh, and helping... I don't know who that is. Swazi with the dinner. I'll be in the ballroom much of the day, cleaning up after you lot, before being forced to attend this awful séance. Oh, Lord, I hope this doesn't stop me from getting into heaven. You need to chill, lady. Let's talk about Goddess Brid. You know anything about the Goddess Brid? Dear Saint Bridget, sir, may she bless us. You know, I think she's always been there for me. I've never felt more at peace than when I feel near her.
I'll be off, Mrs. Joyce.
God bless you, sir.
You're not very helpful. Doesn't go dusk. Whoa. I didn't know that there was that, but that makes sense. "5 p.m. Someone intended to meet Miss Dean at the bar." So I don't know where the bar is. Honestly, how have I not figured out where this bar is? I mean, I guess it's because I've never been inside, because it's never been open. But even then, like... Is it just near the dining room? East Courtyard, first floor. East Tower. Am I a silly little goose? I guess. Maybe the bar doesn't even exist. Alright, and unfortunately, our man with the cane, I've lost. I don't know where they are. He said he would be in the bar, but I don't know where the bar is because I am a silly little guy. Nobody's on the other side. This is where she's staying. Well, I want to go in her room. So if we look at her special little box over here, it's not quite the same symbol that he has on his arm, is it? Oh, sorry, there are some things. There's something odd about the lid on its pattern. So actually, that's his symbol. That's on his arm. So that's where I saw it. So that's his trunk. So I know that's his. I wonder if there's anything in his room. I can't talk to him about the anvil. Ask about the shadowy figure. Huh? I haven't asked anybody about the shadowy figure and it's mad at me. I just try to connect all these. Okay, so a few things. I looked it up and it's not something I'm supposed to be able to do yet, so I've decided to just leave that behind. And a second thing, we do have a guest. Welcome to the cat cam. Welcome to the show, Bubby. Aww. Okay. I'm gonna keep playing now. And I'm gonna turn off the cat cam. Oh, he wants to play too. Let's see, what options do I have? Maybe I can keep cat cam going. If I move you over here, I'd put cat cam here like this. That's good. That's good. Now you can keep seeing cat. And hopefully you can still hear me, even though my microphone is in a slightly different place. So, I do really think I need to focus in on some of the mysteries. Especially considering... Like, I need to pay attention to what it says in current focus. So current focus says investigate room 5. That's the room I'm in. I think I need to stop poking around and maybe see if I've missed anything. Let me take a nap. Just a comb. Unhelpful. Puppy, stop! Play with my headphone cable. Wreck it. They're closed for the event. None of it is noteworthy. Some dress clothes, nothing important. Nothing of note in there. An assortment of clothing. Nothing in there. Does that mean there's really nothing left in this room? Then why am I here? Why is it telling me to investigate the room? Is it purely because this lockbox is yet to be opened? Cat. Egg. Gracious. Oh, he's leaving. Alright, that means I'm gonna turn off cat cam. I'm gonna scooch up and put my microphone back where I want it to be. Well, I would like to talk to this guy, but I straight up don't know where he is. So I'm gonna go to Miss Dean's room. And I'm gonna see if he's in his room. Doesn't seem like anybody's on the other side, so he is somewhere. Look around the map. Do I see him anywhere? Nope. He's just nowhere to be found. He has a lot of painkillers here. Okay, so that's the drugs he's been on. That's his journal that I've already looked through. A mirror, but it doesn't look like it's part of the decor. Did he bring this with him? At least I know he's not in his room. Where is he then? Maybe if I wander around the mansion long enough, I'll run into one of them. Hang on, now the darn cat wants back outside. Comes in, scratches up my lap. Like a little jerk. Wants out. See that ghost? I saw that ghost. Small red train has been left here. I'm mad I can't get into these people's rooms. Not that that doesn't make sense. There's no reason I should get into their room other than it would make the game easier. Flabbergasted I cannot find the bar.
What do you mean the forge isn't set up? I sent word ahead.
I'm sorry, sir, but our telegraph machine was not working, so we must...
Gods no, I didn't telegram. Terrible yoke. Wouldn't go near one. No, my cousin only came by a few weeks ago and told you.
Do you know who he spoke with?
How would I know that? Do you think he walked halfway across the country to give me a thumbs up?
No, of course not, sir. Regardless, even if we had received word, there is no working forge here. Only the anvil remains, and that is ornamental.
And your horseman? How does he shoe his horses then?
I believe he takes them to a place in Guildford.
Ah, here.
So that was about the anvil, which I already know about. So it seems like I might be able to search around and find our guy, because they also didn't say that that druid guy was going to be in here. He'll be mad at me if I go in there. I can't go in there. So I'm gonna keep looking for him, because he's somewhere. I don't know where the bar is, so maybe I'll come upon the bar while I'm at it. Maybe I can yell at that hunter guy. He's clearly hiding something and not telling me. What does that sound? Oh, no hunter guy out here either. But they do have the basement door right here. Oh. And a drawing. A service door down to the basement, presumably for deliveries and the likes. Now this drawing. A well-rendered drawing of some sort of vase. Looks like charcoal on papyrus, an unusual combination. Miss Isham's had charcoal on her hands. Perhaps I should ask her about the drawing. That drawing of that vase is the one that one of the Blake women went missing with. Something to think about. Apparently she's here. She's up here. Bar, a sign. You say bar this way. Bar. Oh my god. I found the bar. And I found our man.
You again.
Mr. O'Mara, did you fight with Miss Dean on Tuesday in the hedge maze? This is important. You know what I just thought about? I keep confusing his foot and how that was a red herring, but that was for her getting led into the hedge maze. This is not what we're talking about. So I got confused. Right, okay, yes, we fought. Is that why you didn't go after her later that evening? Yes, I thought she had drank herself stupid. That she'd wake up in a hedge the next day and regret everything. What did you fight over? Well, lots of things. She was drunk when I met her. We'd been drinking all day. She came to me and said something, or somebody was after her. Not physically, maybe. Spiritually? Astrally? As I say, she was drunk and unclear. She couldn't see their face, she said, but that they had a Christian aura or something. She was specific on that point. I chalked it up to overindulgence. Told her to go sober up in her room. She did not like that. Why did she come to you? We're engaged. Or rather, I wanted us to be. I asked her to marry me. We'd been courting, and I wanted to make it official. She didn't want to be caged down. Didn't need a man to protect her, all of that. So naturally, when she came to me for help, I threw it in her face and she left. On seeing her later, I called out and she ignored me. Still furious, I assumed, so I left her be. Of course, I didn't expect to not see her the following day. I took some food up to her room, but, well, I forgot where she was staying. Then I forgot until I saw you at her door. It all came back and I panicked. I thought maybe I was responsible for her disappearance. Then I thought maybe you would think that, but I love her, Miss Ward. You should know that. I just want her safe. I'll see to it that she is. Thank you. This has been very helpful. Not that helpful. I need to start asking people about well, I'm gonna ask him about the laudanum. Do you use laudanum often, Mr. O'Mara? Are you about to tell me you're a doctor? You're not my doctor. My doctor is sick of me. It's a bad habit, I know. But I'm not here to be cross-examined. I have some dangerous pastimes. Injury is to be expected. I gotta start asking people about this shadowy figure, according to the game. I saw a shadowy figure stalking the grounds, twice the height of a man. Would that description mean anything to you? Doesn't mean much to me. Angelic beings are creatures of light, radiant and pure. I suppose the natural conclusion would be that you have something less heavenly on your hand. Okay. I'm gonna ask you about the soul jars I found. You know anything about soul jars? Practical magic and artifacts isn't really my sort of thing, but actually, as it happens, yes. They're used for holding, well, souls, life essence, and what you have you. Damned hard to find, or so I am told. You have them in your room, dude. Don't fuck around with me. Okay, I'm done with you.
I'll be off, Mr. O'Mara.
Don't let me keep you.
Make hypothesis. Miss Dean fought with Mr. O'Mara when he rejected her. When he rejected her plea for help. Real stand-up guy. What if I know what happened here?
So, Miss Dean was asking for help as she felt somebody with a Christian aura was after her? Mr. O'Mara refused her plea because she previously turned down a marriage proposal from him. He felt he had offered to protect her then, and she turned away from him. This was his form of poetic revenge. He says she stormed off then, and they only saw her once more, wandering the halls in her magical trance. What does this tell me about the culprit?
They are Christian.
Yes. Miss Dean seemed convinced whoever was threatening her was a Christian. Well, given the location, I'm sure most people are Catholic or Protestant, but there are likely some I can rule out based on this. What to do next? The ball is this evening at 9 p.m. and might provide a more relaxed place to talk with the guests. Until then, I should explore the grounds and perhaps see what else I can learn about the suspects, to help me eliminate some of them against the facts I now have on the culprit. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Cathal O'Mara fought with her. She had asked for help from a Christian presence, but he refused out of pettiness. I have solved the fight. Okay, so now I need to solve... I do the dream. Because I am kind of curious if I'm supposed to go to bed now? Or am I supposed to wait until nighttime? I think I'm going to wait till nighttime to go to bed. Because I'm worried it's going to pass to the next day. So, I'll do that tonight. After the ball. So I will skip the dream and start asking people about the shadowy figure. Now, in addition, find Miss Dean's hidden notes. I found some evidence likely stashed by Miss Dean that indicate her reason for being here. You must not have wanted others to find them. I should search Blake Manor for whatever else she may have hidden away. This has gotta mean something, because I've still not found what this is for. It's like I just found this book and then that's it. Sense of ambition, sadness, and trapped. But I can ask Mr. Dupree about it, so I suppose I should do that. But I'm also going to explore the bar, because I've not been in this room before. The dartboard. 2 darts abandoned in the board. Let's see, that's 1 plus 19 plus 19. Hey, let me in there. Staff only locked. Let me in there. Come on. I'm staff. Let me work here. Not exactly in the mood for a game right now, as I'm supposed to be investigating. The bar was actually not very interesting. Not much to look at. Then the fact the whole damn thing lights up, and the whole thing light up. Oh, I can just open the dots. Can't see anything of note. There's nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Stuff in here. Cleaning supplies. Okay, well, not interesting stuff, apparently. Cups. Liquor. Cups. Once again, not helpful.
Hello again, sir. Need...
Shadowy figure. I wanted to ask you if you've ever seen anything here larger than a ghost, a shadowy figure. Sir, sorry, if you need help with something tangible, then I'm your man. This stuff, no. This one. Do you recognize this key? Is that the key I gave? You shouldn't have that. The bathhouse is closed and the lockers are off limits. Throw that back to reception, yeah? Alright, so you gave it to somebody. Tell me about the Fae. You know anything about the Fae, Mr. Doyle? Best not talk about them, sir, at least not to call them by name. I met one once out on the grounds. I thought maybe he was a guest I hadn't seen yet, but the moment I looked him in the eyes, and then he asked me for my name, my own voice asking my name from my own face. I knew if I stayed, I had given him my name. And I knew if he had that, I'd not be seen again, not the real me. I never knew until that night how fast my legs could carry me.
I'll leave you be.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. A chessboard. Someone started playing, but they didn't get far with their game. This bar is not very interesting. I do have to keep aware that at 5 p.m. someone intended to meet Miss Dean at the bar. So what do I want to do next before I wrap up? I suppose I'll go talk to this direction. Talk to this woman about her drawing. What are you doing down here?
Mr. Ward, you need to talk to me?
Yeah, what are you doing down here? Have you been drawing a vase? The vase of Nekatanibo. I can see it when I close my eyes. Long buried and then long lost. It should be somewhere here in these halls, but is not here to see. Someone has hidden it away. But where? The basement? The church? Blake's own residence? I can find nothing. If only I could find some records. Excuse me, I am just passionate. Have you seen a shadowy figure? Why can't I ask you about the shadowy figure? I guess that's fine. What do you like about the vase? This vase you're studying, is it an artifact you have particular interest in? I discovered it had been acquired by a member of the Irish gentry a few years ago. And as is true, so much of your history in Egypt, it was taken from its rightful home and kept as a souvenir. Supposedly, it's stored somewhere among Blake's possessions. I would be interested in seeing it.
I'll leave you be.
May Allah guide you.
Okay. I think that's going to be where I leave off for the night, just because it is quite late. So, let me exit to the main menu, and then I will catch you on the next one. Oh, there you go. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.